Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Matt, aka Thanatos, and I am coming to you live for the first time in a while on my channel. I have been having some technical difficulties with my computer for sure. The last time I went live for Green Lantern Comic Club, my computer just shut off in the middle of the live stream, so that was fun. And then, so I've done some troubleshooting to test out my computer. It was overclocked pretty hard, but it's been overclocked for a long time, so I'm not too sure why suddenly having a higher voltage pull would kill my power supply, but something's been causing my computer to poop its pants in the middle of a stream. So hopefully it runs well. I'm going to try to keep this pretty short, but at the same time, I kind of want it to go a little bit to see how well my computer runs for a while. Hey, what's going on? Whoopty Bird, Gorilla Grodd, Pope Cerebus the First. Yo, 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 yo. Good to see you all. I hope my audio and every video is working properly. I get really insecure about that now because I don't live stream as much as I probably should. So now I'm like, I hope it's working, guys. Ooh. But the purpose of today's video is going to be a CGC reveal. I got one box out of, like, I think it had 3 comics out of the 15 or 20 that I sent in. That's a big range, I suppose. 15, I think it was like closer to 15 though. And but the 3 that came back were the modern magazine sizes. I had 3 Batman Damned that came back. And then I got a CGC book off of eBay. It was a key issue. And I'm going to do a review on that. I'm blown away by the price I got it at, so that was pretty cool. And then I have some pre-orders I got, some Artgerm books and an Adam Hughes book. And I'll be showing those off today. I'll probably start with the smaller stuff. But again, thank you guys for showing up. Marco 808, Comic Geek McD, Tina, good to see you. Stephen Oates is here from Heroes to Icons. TJ the Slab Dragon. I guess you can't really see it. I have a TJ loot crate or a TJ box back there. A Watson crate, as he's calling it. It's supposed to be his way of having fun with a loot crate idea. Mr. Roboto Comics is here. Mr. Roboto, I just saw. I have that same poster somewhere, but man, every time I see that Artgerm Lady Hughes, it's kind of mind blowing. It's pretty awesome. 90 MF Comics is here. Welcome, Chad. So I mean, yeah, like this is really just showing you some comics and hoping my computer doesn't explode. Kind of a two for one. And then tonight I will be going live with Alec, White Whale Comics, on his channel. He wanted to do another episode of The Cut. And so we are going to be doing that on his channel, mostly because my channel is still pretty sketchy. So until I figure out my computer situation, I probably won't be having any live streams where I am hosting, because if my computer shuts off, like, I don't know, it's pretty crappy. So hey, welcome, John's Comics with Kids. Good to see you. So let's get into it. Yep. I'm saying a lot, so that's pretty fun. Thank you for that. Nerves. Yeah, I'm not drinking whiskey today. I should be drinking green tea, but I wanted something cold. So I didn't order any versions of Detective Comics 1000 except for one, and that one was the Artgerm covers. So I have those. They finally came in. I guess he had a whole bunch of the vintage ones that came back damaged. So here we have his trade version. Ooh, that glare, though. So this is the trade version of Detective Comics 1000 by Artgerm. The quantity limit was really kind of jacked up. Like, Artgerm was saying one thing, but Artgerm actually wasn't saying anything. And then all the other resellers were stating these crazy limits. Like, some people said that the Virgin was at 750. Other people said that the Virgin was at 500. So it's been all over the place. But I'm assuming that this was at least like a 3,000 print run. So here we are. So here is his regular cover A, just the dress variant. What's up, Gorilla Grodd? What kind of favor do you need? This is honestly, out of the 3-pack, my favorite. This is his Detective Comics 1000 vintage variant. I don't know. It's very unique, and I absolutely love it. It's very simple, but still classic Artgerm. And I love how usually where the price is, it has Artgerm's little signature here. So that's pretty fun. Welcome, Perry Comics. And then last of those 3 was his Virgin variant. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. The only difference between this and the other trade dress is the fact that it's missing the, it's Virgin variant, and then it's limited probably a little bit more. So instead of the 3,000, this is probably between 500 and 1,000. But unfortunately, like, it's kind of crazy. I definitely am going to try to get away from a lot of these store variants. It's hard though, because you follow specific artists. I am a big Artgerm fan. I'm a big Adam Hughes fan. So when those come out, I struggle really hard, even at the prices that people are trying to sell these at. Because if you don't get them up front and you want them, you go to eBay and they're ridiculous. It was crazy. But even Artgerm's website had, you could either buy the trade dress, I think, for $20, or you could, which I mean, I guess for a $9.99 comic, like, having a variant and charging twice the price, it's reasonable. I don't know. But then if you wanted the trade dress and the vintage variant, it was $60. And if you wanted all three comics for $120, like brand new off the rack, like, that's, even for variants, that seems excessive. The next book I'm going to show you guys was on sale for $20, and I missed it, and I ended up paying way too much on eBay for it because it was limited to 500, but I had to have it. And so I paid way more than $20 freaking dollars. This sold out in like an hour, and I was at work, and I missed it because I can't access that website. But here we have the Adam Hughes Virgin variant of the Sabrina the Teenage Witch #1, the one shot. This is limited to 500, and it came from Stadium Comics. And honestly, they did it the right way, in my opinion. Like, it sucks because they could have made way more money off this book. But the fact that they sold in an hour, and then suddenly they were on eBay for 200 plus, like, and people were buying them. I mean, I didn't buy it for $200. I refuse to pay that much for this cover, but $20 from Stadium Comics was a very reasonable price, and that's an absolute steal for a Virgin cover of Adam Hughes, and especially limited to 500. Like, so good on you, Stadium Comics, for not like holding a bunch back and trying to resell them or something. But maybe next time, tell people like me so I can get it. I was so sad. But anyway, it happened. I did it. It has been done. These will probably all be off to CGC here pretty soon. What's going on, Burke Nasty? I'm sorry. I am so bad at answering Instagram messages. When I'm at work, I'm only on Facebook, and then when I'm at home, I don't know. I've slowly had this like, I've been really bad at YouTube. I've been bad at Instagram. I am overall I felt like I burnt myself out on social media for a little bit. And so I kind of took a step back, and I'm still trying to figure out how to get back in there, how to figure all this out, and how to find a nice balance where I'm not feeling like I'm overdoing myself or I don't know. I know that we'll talk about this later. But yeah, thank you, Brick Nasty. Remind me, I need to message you on Instagram. And yes, we need to collaborate for sure. That's got to happen. Got some, I've never seen NC Slapjacks in the house, but welcome. Collectible Paper. Prowler's here. What's up? Maybe, TJ, you should be on live streams that are more exciting. You know, nobody really wants to watch these videos of all these old books, you know? Golden Age, it's not hip anymore. I'm just kidding. It's because, I don't know, I really struggle, especially when I'm on day shift, working 12 hours. Like, it's not easy for me to watch so many YouTube videos, but I go back to mids next week, and hopefully I can catch up on a lot of videos that I've missed. So anyway, so those are some books that I got. And then this book I got for a stupid price. I mean, granted, I had like $20 in eBay bucks this past quarter. I don't know how often they do eBay bucks. So, I mean, really not as much as I typically do, which is good for me because now I'm like, okay, my spending is slowly like leveling out, which is nice. But when I saw this, I already have a copy, and I think it's about the same grade. But I think I paid more for that copy than I did for this one, and it's graded. So this one is Green Lantern number 29. First appearance of the Black Hand, William Hand, and who's like we just talked about in No Fear, was kind of a pretty crappy villain all the way up until Jeff Johns turned him into the Black Hand, like the Black Lantern, in his Green Lantern run. But you can totally see through the blue tape. I'm looking at the camera and I can see it. Don't look. So yeah, I saw this and I was like, this is way under GPA. And I put a watch on it and I'm thinking like, I shouldn't buy this. I don't need it. But then I kept thinking about it and this will save me from sending my own copy in, and now I'll have two. So if they ever make a Blackest Night movie, I'm golden. What's up, Dak Hammer? And this, so price-wise, I paid, I think it was listed for like 70-ish. And then so with my $20 eBay bucks, I got it for like 50 something. Like it might have been like 55 or 59, plus some shipping. But like, damn, like $60 for a 7.0 Off-White Pages from like 1964, first app of a major villain now, at least for Green Lantern, or at least he was in the mid 2000s. So I thought that was a pretty big steal. I'm pretty sure the GPA on this is way higher. Well, maybe not anymore since I bought this copy. It probably dropped it a little bit, but still pretty cool. And this is my first graded copy of this book. I know, right? I was like 7.0. I mean, this book actually, surprisingly, you can find in really high grade for good prices. And they're out there. This book specifically, I've seen right now, if you go on eBay, there is a 8.5, I believe, or 8.0. I don't know. It's got a stupid grade. It has 3 covers. It's a triple cover book. And then I've also seen a double cover of this on eBay, and I think they're both still up there, but those are in like the 300s, which for a triple cover of a Green Lantern book from 1964, key issue, like 300 seems completely reasonable. But I don't need that. This is perfectly fine for me. And then I got some Batman Damned back from CGC. I bought, how many of these did I buy? I bought 5 of these. Bought 5. I bought 1 variant and then 4 regular copies. I gave one to the Comicholics channel, and then I gave another one to TJ. And then I gave one to Melody, and Melody gave it back because she wanted me to grade it or have it slabbed. And then she wants us to sell it so we can go on like a date. Thanks, Batman Wiener, for a nice date night. Ooh, you can see the grade right there. So anyway, this is the first of 3. Batman Damned. Is that a crack or is that a hair? What is that? It's like a piece of plastic. Not a crack. Whoa, that is some serious glare off of that. Look, you can like see me inside of Batman Damned. Let me try to close this real quick. That didn't help much. There's no way. There's no good way to show this right now. Look, you can literally see me in the camera. So anyway, this is the first one. 9.8. So not unreasonable. I think this might have been the one that I sent to Melody because, or the one I gave to Melody because I didn't have this one pressed and cleaned. The other 2 I had pressed because it was kind of wavy. So 9.8, still not bad. Not a book I plan on keeping, so this will be for sale. 9.8 Batman Damned. Second one. So this is 2 of these are regular cover A's. The last one is the Jim Lee variant. Batman Damned. Man, this is terrible. I guess like seeing me in there, that's probably the best view you can get for this. You guys ready? 10.0. 10.0. 10.0. First ever book that I've gotten back in a 10.0. First ever 10.0 that I've ever had in my house. So I was like, yes. I felt super pumped about that. I thought like, I don't know. I was expecting at best a 9.9. I mean, obviously this book is one of the easiest to get a 10.0 in. On the census, it's kind of crazy. They have almost 300 10.0s. So the odds were still not good, but they were definitely better than your typical comic. So getting a Batman Damned 10.0, again, these books are not going to stay in my collection because I'm not a big Batman fan and I don't care about his wiener. I bought them initially because of the spec, and it's actually like the first time that spec has ever paid off for me. I'm really bad at it. That's why you guys know I don't do spec videos. I'm never like, buy this book because it's going to go up and you're going to make a lot of money. Never happens. I don't make videos like that because I don't trust myself and I don't want to give you guys hope. The only comic that I honestly still think is a good spec book, even though it is still pricey and it's going up, is Green Lantern 87. Go get one. Go get a first appearance of John Stewart. It is, if John Stewart gets a movie, people are going to lose their mind. So that's the one book that I've ever been like, and maybe, I don't know, Green Lantern, 25, the first Atrocitus, Larfleeze, but I mean, those are like, I don't know. I tell you books that I pick up all the time, but that doesn't really count because they're Green Lantern books. But anyway, so spec book that I picked up and won on. So yay, me. So this is the one I was most interested about. I think this is a little more sought after than the regular cover A. This is the Jim Lee variant. Beautiful book. I really like this this cover art. It's kind of got that Justice League dark feel to it. And Jim Lee is, amazing. So this was the last of my 3 Batman Dams. And this one also got a 10.0. Who would have expected, on a submission of 3 books that 2 of them would come back 10.0s? I was pretty impressed and totally unexpected. It was pretty crazy there. Like, I was definitely super excited, mostly because I honestly got these graded, full disclosure, with the intent to sell them to hopefully compensate for the nearly $500 CGC submission I had. It was the biggest CGC submission I've had, and man, and especially when like $100 of that is shipping, that hurts. So I really sent these in with the intent of getting my money back. And when I sell these, when I sell these, mission accomplished. I did it. So the other 2 are still, I think I'm still waiting. They're still just showing scheduled for grading, I think. I'm pretty sure. Of course, I have to sign it. Let's see. I think out of this whole submission, there were 3. Oh, no, there were technically 4. I guess I can show you guys. So let me go. Oop. Since I'm here, and we're only at 22 minutes, and my computer has not shot the bet yet. So again, if you're, I know like some people have just showed up recently. Welcome. I did a unboxing for CGC. Well, not unboxing. I just revealed the grades, and I showed some other books. But the real point of this is I did some tweaking on my computer after Green Lantern Comic Club when my computer crashed in the middle. And I'm trying to see if what I did fixed it. So we'll see about that. So I'm going to try to go for about 30 minutes. So I got 7 more. And then show off some Batman Damned. But so this was my part of my submission. The other part was getting some comics back that I just had submitted for reholder, which included my Green Lantern #1 9.8 signed by Ivan Rice and Joe Prado. Ivan Rice, Joe Prado. For a really long time, I didn't even know this was double signed. I didn't even see Joe Prado's signature here. All I could see was Ivan Rice. So that was cool. Oh, Carlito's here. Melody's here. Sorry, I'm still out of it. Not good at responding to people. Old Wolf 65. Oh, Melody is Biggie Shaq. Apologies, not my Melody, another Melody. And then Boy Who Had 7 was here. Boatwright Family and Comics, welcome. So I got this back. I sometimes I like the old holders, but right now, I don't know. I really like the look of these new holders. And for some of these books that I plan on keeping in my collection for a long time, I wanted them to get in put in new holders. And then I got the classic F That Other Bidder TJ 9.9 Green Lantern 36. signed by Ivan Rice, Shane Davis, Sandra Hope, and Jeff Johns on 2 different occasions. Like, this was signed and graded probably on February 7th, 2009. Probably got a 9.9. And then it went back to Jeff Johns on July 24th, and it got 9.9 again. I didn't have this signed. Again, this is a book that I competed with TJ to get on eBay. This one is probably one of my favorite Green Lantern books. And you know what I noticed? I actually really like this. So they have Atrocitus in the background, right? And he's got his fist up right here with his Red Lantern ring. Right here in his knuckle is where Shane Davis and Sandra Hope put their signatures, which I thought was super freaking cool. Like, it fits so well. Anyway, I had this reholdered, and I think it looks like it pops so much better in this new holder. JD, what's up? So I got 4 minutes. I'm going to rehash everything that I went through. If you are new here, or if you just got here, got some pretty cool books. Picked up the Adam Hughes Virgin variant of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the one-shot. This is the Stadium Comics store variant, and it's limited to 500. Pew, 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 pew. Just a Rican, what's going on? I got the 3 different covers of Detective Comics 1000 from Artgerm. Debatable whether this was worth the price that Artgerm tried selling them for, but it's still a beautiful cover. That was the Virgin. Here's the trade. And then here is my favorite. The vintage variant is beautiful. I think you did a great job. Hey, what's going on? We Love Comics. Fancy seeing you here. I know, I love this vintage cover. Is absolutely stunning. So, yeah, I was really happy about getting those in. And then I got my 3 magazine submissions back from CGC. All Batman Dams. This is Batman Dam number 1, the cover A. This one got a 9.8, so as expected. And then I got 1 Batman Damned in a 10.0. Oh, thanks, We Love Comics. Yeah, it's been a little bit. I got a little burnt out for a while, so I kind of been taking a small break from YouTube and slowly inching back in there with a nice 10.0. So this was my cover A that I got back in a Gem Mint 10.0. And then I got the Jim Lee variant in a 10.0 as well. So out of that magazine submission, 3 Batman Dams, 2 came back 10.0s. So stoked. It's really weird to me that right now I'm sitting around and I have 2 10.0s and a 9.9 in one video. Like, never thought that would happen. So that's pretty cool. And then lastly, this was my eBay bucks buy. I didn't have all the eBay bucks for it, but I got this for a little over $50. So not even mad about that. Getting a Green Lantern 29, first appearance of William Hand, who becomes the Black Hand, in a 7.0 with off-white pages. And I got it for a little over $50 with like 20, after I used about 20 eBay bucks, was probably like my steal for the month. I don't know. I was so pumped about it. Like, I honestly wasn't even sure if I was going to pull the trigger, but it's a great book to have. And now I don't have to send my own copy in to get graded. So yay. And we are 15 seconds from 30 minutes. So I'm hoping that maybe my YouTube woes are behind me. If you guys don't know, when I did my last live stream for Green Lantern Comic Club, like 15 minutes in, my computer just crashed. It just shut off. And I have noticed that when I have been doing stuff that really pushes my CPU, it's been just shutting down. So I assumed that maybe my overclocking was jacking up the voltage coming from the power supply. So I did some adjustments to my overclock. And then I've kind of been doing CPU tests and stuff, and my computer hasn't crashed in the past few days. So I figured I'd give this a shot and try to go for 30 full minutes. And lo and behold, there has not been a crash. So thank you guys all for being here for 30 minutes. Discovery Bay, good to see you. It's really nice to have all these familiar faces in the chat. So thank you guys for hanging out. And that's kind of what I thought too, Chris. I think when I was doing that live stream, I had Google Hangouts, and I think I just had Google Hangouts and YouTube open, and nothing that I haven't done before. I took my light, my external light, and I put it on external power, so nothing's really running off of my power supply, which is a really powerful power supply. So I mean, I don't really know. I mean, my bachelor's degree is in computer science, and I am a software engineer, so I should know what I'm doing. but just random stuff happens, and it unfortunately happened in the middle of a show. So I'm hoping this means that things will run a little smoother. I still think I'm going to do some tweaking. But yeah, so thank you for hanging out tonight. I will be on White Whale Comics' channel. We're doing a last-minute show at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. So 9 p.m. Mountain Time, 10 p.m. Central Time. Yep. And we are going to be doing another episode of The Cut. So I will be going live again tonight. And then Thursday, I don't know if Tony Sanders has mentioned it, but I have agreed to be on his Grail show. What's Your Grail? He's been asking me for a while, and it's just, the timing has just never worked out. So I will be on Tony Sanders' channel on Thursday. And I have Nerd Alert, which John and I are still trying to figure out the schedule for. And that show should be going over J.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. And Alex the Comic Hoarder's in the house, and Tony Sanders. I know, right? I mean, hey, what's going on? Don't worry, old Wolf 65. The person that hits the thumbs down button is probably my ex-wife. Always. I don't know. I'm pretty sure she watches this channel or has someone that watches this channel and reports back to her to let them know what I'm spending my money on. I don't know. But thank you guys for the thumbs up. Thank you guys for the subscriptions. I truly appreciate it. I just hit 1,500 followers on Instagram. So that's awesome. Also, this Thursday or Friday, if it comes on Thursday, I'm going to open a Grail on Tony Sanders' show. And it's not just a Grail, it's the Grail. It's the end of all my comic collecting Grail. So expect the end of my comic collecting here shortly. And then what else? If it doesn't get here Thursday, I'll probably try to go live on Friday evening. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it on the Comic Core. Maybe I'll ask them if I'm working on Friday, so I don't know. I'd have to be Saturday. But anyway, is it Scooby-Doo 12? Wouldn't you like to know? Alex the Comic Core. See, maybe we should just do like a giant Endgame Grail coming video, Alex. We can just do it together on your channel because nobody wants to watch mine. But again, thank you guys all for hanging out, and I hope you guys enjoy your what is today? Tuesday. Hope you guys enjoy your new comic book day tomorrow, and go Avalanche, Colorado Avalanche, killing it 2-1. Just a Rican in his comics, and I need you on my show. I will, send me an Instagram message, and if you have something, a show that you have that you just want someone to stop in and say hello on, or be a part of, just let me know. Honestly, I feel like starting a new show with people might not be the best for me. that was disgusting. Only because I feel like that kind of is what led to me kind of getting burnt out a little bit, was just like, I know I said like, hey, if you have an idea, come talk to me. But then it kind of exploded, and then it was like almost too much. Like I feel like I don't have enough time. Like I wish I had more time to push into YouTube, but being a small little casual channel and working a full-time job and all that good stuff, like I know it's hard. So I do appreciate the guys who do this all the time. Like it's hard. So when you guys watch guys like Chris from We Love Comics, Reggie is a grinder. I appreciate the crazy amount of time you guys put in. I mean, everybody here, JD, Discovery Bay makes a new video every morning. Like, I don't know how he does that. So go sub each other up and go support each other. It's difficult. It's definitely not hard to be a casual YouTuber. It's not like we're making big money. We're showing off our comic books. So I'm very proud of all of you guys, and the time that you guys put in to your craft. So thank you. And this is a traditional Matt goodbye. So I'm just gonna say goodbye. Love you guys, and I'll see you tonight on White Whale Comics' channel at 10 p.m. Central Time. So I feel like 10 p.m. like Central Time is pretty typical for everybody. They all know how to transition that. So see you guys all tonight, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.